Hello YouTube, and welcome back to FTB Horizons with Canadidia. I have some excellent news. I was able to get a gas tier. I went a little bit of gas hunting, got lucky, got a gas tier, so I now should be able to make some redstone soup and upgrade our witchery altar. So that I think we're in good shape to work on that, and hopefully upgrade the fume filter, which will be very useful to us indeed. Another thing, I found a fortress. Took me a long time, but I finally was able to find one here. So we are in a fortress. I am definitely in need of some blaze rods, but another thing I could really use is a wither skull. Now I realize that with blood magic the way it is, I actually need 4 nether stars in order to fully upgrade that altar. So it's a little bit crazy. I'm withered. Oh, I got a cursed bone. Or a necrotic bone. Nice. I'll be useful when the time comes. However, I'm not planning on fully upgrading the blood magic altar anytime soon. Ugh. Someone needs to work on their decorating. Okay, so that is actually screwing up that thing here. So let me try and plug this hole. This is just a 1. Okay, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna fix this problem. Oh, under attack. Oh, I took my nether quartz. Do I have... I got a couple arrows, but not much. See if I can take this guy out. That's gonna be tricky. He's not in a good position right now. Let's see what I can do. Come on, a little closer. Oh, that was stupid. I think a blaze is tracking me. Come on, come up here. Return to sender. Oh, another one. I think I see a gas tier up there. How am I get it? It's kind of hard to see, but I'm pretty sure I see silver on red. No, I think I was mistaken. Yeah, I must have seen the gray off the nether quartz. Oh well, false alarm. Now I have a Fortune 3 sword, which is pretty much the best I could hope for in terms of possibly getting a wither skull. And I cleaned up the lava. Nice, and it's always nice to leave the place a little more tidy than when you came in there. Doesn't look very safe. Ooh. A little bit of cobalt there. That'll come in handy. I think it helps if I I think it helps if I put torches at the far ends of that said spawner. Very cool. So I can pretty much 2-hit these guys. I got 3. I could use like maybe 6 to be safe. Actually, I'm not sure what I need them for. I think I might, because I don't think they have the advanced ender chests or ender tanks for that, which I could really use for lava. But I could definitely use some blaze rods for a couple things. So I'm gonna grab a couple of these blaze rods. I think there's one more spawn. I don't need too many, but it's good to know there is one here. Okay, so I'm going to stay here for a little while longer, and I'm going to try and find some more wither skeletons, and I'm going to see what I can find. And if I'm really lucky, I might be able to get 1 wither skull, which I would be ecstatic over. Ooh, alright. Okay, so be back in a bit. Okay, so I gave it about an hour, and unfortunately, I got no wither skeleton skulls. I did, however, find 4 necrotic bones, which I thought was actually around the same drop chance as the wither skull. So go figure. I also got a couple of magma beams and about a half dozen blaze rods. So all in all, not too bad. I also found some diamonds because I found a chest or two in there. I actually couldn't loot all the chests, unfortunately, because I don't have enough space. My knapsack is completely filled with tools from the various mods. So I may have to figure out a way to get some more backpacks going in this situation. So to be honest, part of what I wanted to do, only part of what I wanted to do is upgrade the altar today. The main thing I want to try and work on today is to sort of learn more about the various witchery herbs. Now I've used quite a bit the belladonna. I've used the mandrake. I am familiar with the uses of I'm familiar with the uses of the I think it's the snow cap and the water artichoke. However, I haven't really touched stuff like ember moss. I'm kind of curious about how that works. So to that end, I made a witchcraft herbology book here. So we're going to look through that and see what we can make with it. Let's drop this stuff off here. Okay, so let's take a look at our altar and see what needs to be done. So right now, I do not have a skull at all, unfortunately, not even a regular skull. That would help a lot. So what I need to fill this chalice, and hopefully that will take me up over the 3,000 mark. I need in order to charge my attuned stones and upgrade these fume funnels into the next level, which gives me a higher drop rate for fumes when I need it, and I'm going to need it in the future. So I need to make redstone soup. Okay, now that needs all of this. Tongue of dog, drop of luck, mandrake, belladonna, and wool of bat. I have 1 tongue of dog. I have no drop of luck. But in order to make drop of luck, you need Mutanis Extremis, which I can make because I had Nether Wart. But I need refined evil. That's the whole problem. In order to make that, I need the gas tier, which I have 1 of, and diamond vapor, which is made with oil of vitriol and diamond, which I have. So oil of vitriol is made with foul fume and quicklime. So that's the first step. So let's go with 9. I think I have some quicklime left over. I think it was 1-to-1. So okay, I put this in the distillery and give it a little bit of time to process. So in the meantime, let's get the rest of the ingredients together, shall we? So tongue of bat, wool of dog, 1 tongue. I have 4 wool of bat. That's pretty cool. I only need 1. I need the luck, belladonna, and mandrake. One belladonna, 1 mandrake. I've got a ton of these. I've been farming them regularly. And what am I forgetting? Oh, redstone. Of course, redstone soup. Crucial, but the most common ingredient. It's funny that soup's actually named after the most common ingredient in it. So I should have. Yep. Okay. So here's 1 oil of vitriol. I'll let the rest of that process a little bit. So oil of vitriol plus 1 diamond. I'll make a couple. Let's make 3. So let's wait for this to process out. It'll take a little bit of time. So be right back. Okay, so I was just doing a little bit of research here just to double check because I didn't actually look this up before and I really should have. I made myself a witchcraft book on bruising and infusion because I wanted to check the altar power requirement for making redstone soup in the kettle, and it does only need 1,000 power, so we are in very good with that. I just want to make sure I wasn't going to do all this work and then come most of the way without it being finished up. Okay, I do actually need more water in there, come to think of it. In there. Now I think you can actually automate this process using golems, so I'm gonna work on that when the time comes. I remember seeing a video that was the developer of the Witchery mod was working in conjunction with Thaumcraft, so it should be cross-compatible. All right, so we got the odor of the oil of vitriol. So oil of vitriol plus diamond, and I think I should make more than 3 actually. So I've got enough. I'll make 6. Okay, let that process out for a little while. So I'll be right back. Okay, so while I'm waiting for this stuff to distill over, I'm going to look into some of these herbs right now. So the first one up here I'm looking into is ember moss. Now this one is particularly important to me because it's used to make the fire protection poppet. So I've got a couple of these. I got them from using the Mutanus. The tricky part is I'm trying to figure out where to put them, and according to the book here, the Herbology, it can live anywhere, but it spreads only on grass, dirt, and sand. So it doesn't say anything about how much it spreads. So I'm going to assume that it might spread to like a 3x3 around it. That's just my guess. So I'm actually, oh, I should have grabbed shears. In case I didn't move it like now. I'm just knocking this down here. Doesn't actually matter because I'm moving it, not putting it that close to it. But let me put this here. Over here to keep the things away. Now, if you walk too close to it, it will set you on fire. So be careful with that. Okay. So I'm hoping that this will spread just by being like that. I had no idea how far it spreads, but that seems to be the trick. Is just put it down like that. Okay. So second thing I was looking into. Oh, not that. You absolutely have to harvest it with shears, otherwise it will break. Is this glintweed? Now, I actually haven't seen a direct crafting recipe for this, so my guess is that it's used in a couple of rituals. It says spreads on grass, dirt, and sand. I have 2 of these. So let's see here. I guess the same rule should apply. Here, try and get light levels down, and let's put one here. Okay. So yeah, oh, it's got little particle effects like torches. So it could be a decorative piece, like instead of using torches for light. I kind of like that idea. So I had no idea how long this is going to take for this to grow. So this is apparently how you grow it. So I'll keep you updated on its progress. But you know, it's gardening. It can take a long time sometimes. Okay, next thing I was looking at here, I've done Snowbell, even though it's actually not terribly useful in a single-player environment. Spanish moss, I actually have that. In fact, I don't know if you noticed, I have Spanish moss growing pretty much all over the place. And I actually don't need very much of this. I just happen to like the way it looks, so I put it everywhere, and some of it's just taking off. I don't mind. It doesn't function like vines. You can't climb up it, and it's really only used to make poppets, which I'm not really going to use that much. Maybe some of the fire protection one, maybe the earth protection, just basic ones. Nothing in terms of like actually causing injury. So next up, the Ender Bramble. I'm not sure if I actually want to mess with this one, but one thing about this is kind of strange because it says mutate this plant from sugarcane and Spanish moss. So what does that mean? You need either of them or both of them? So I'm actually going to check with that, see what happens with that. I believe you need shears. Where are my shears? Go. There you go. All right, in the hotbar. Okay, so I'm going to take some clippings of this Spanish moss. Go with a big patch here. So let me drop this down. And I have a little bit of Mutanus here. Oh, probably didn't need that. Now I don't think this actually works on this. Let me see. Yeah, I didn't think so. So let me try on the wall itself. Yeah, what are you supposed to, I'm really confused about this. So you're supposed to mutate sugarcane and that? So let me try and get a little more space here. I have massive, not massive, but a pretty fair amount of sugarcane. So maybe we need to put in a crafting recipe. So let me try that and that. No, it doesn't seem to be working that way. Let me try this. No, that's not working. So how do you mutate something that's not inherently mutatable? Because I remember I tried to mutate vines in order to get Spanish moss when I was first looking into it. However, I found that it just didn't work. I'm not sure why exactly. It could be that it was up against a wall, but these have to be up against a wall. It's the only way they function. Okay, let me try and plant it. Oh, it won't plant because it has to be next to water. So I have to use my actual crop. I hope this works. I'm just confused at why it said it needs sugarcane and Spanish moss. It could have meant or it could have actually meant and. So let's see. Okay, this makes absolutely no sense now because this isn't working at all. Why is this unable to work on that? What if I can't use mutatis? Let me check the recipe again. Okay, mutated plant from sugarcane and Spanish moss. What about this stuff? I got a little bit of mutatis extremis. Now let's see if this functions. Oh. Okay, it was doing something, but I don't know what it just did. Let me try this on the sugarcane. Okay, so this one actually worked on this. So I just got Spanish moss. I'm wasting this whole stack and I have no idea what I'm doing. Okay, I don't think I actually find it, but I'm gonna go check the wiki. I don't think it's actually gonna help me though, because I haven't seen this so far. So be right back. Okay, so I was able to find a recipe for the Ender Bramble on the Witchery website, and it is the most retarded thing I have ever seen, and I absolutely have to try it. This description here doesn't mean crap. The actual way you make this stuff is far more complicated. You need a diagram in order to do it, not just written instructions. So I gotta put some of this stuff away because I have way too much stuff on me. Drop this stuff here. Okay, so how do you make Ender Bramble? I'm probably not even gonna use this. I just want to make it because it looks so freaking weird to make it. Okay, I need 4. I'm gonna put on my shears. I just put my shears. I think I did. No, oh, I'm always losing those stupid things. I need them like a special hotkey just for my shears. Okay, so I need 4 Spanish moss. 4 Spanish moss. I also need 4 graspers. Now, a grasper is something I was looking into. It actually looks really cool. Mutate this plant from tall grass and an empty chest. Now that actually needs a little more figuring out. So give me a minute. Wow, I had no idea that herbology in Witchery was so complicated. So let's see if we can do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Apparently, in order to make the graspers, you need tall grass. So I'm tempted just to do over here, but this is all gardening stuff. So I'm actually going to do it in my garden over here. Oh, we had some. Ooh, look! The glintweed's expanded. So far, not the ember moss, but oh well. So pretty cool. We got a little bit of growth happening, so I think it's a good sign. So over here, okay, so I need, I don't actually have a good shovel to use, so. So this should work. So I had that bucket. Okay, so this is the recipe in order to make a grasper, and I need 4 graspers in order to make the ender bramble. You take this configuration, this little plus sign, put a water source block in the middle. Then you take 4 sheared tall grass. Oh, that's not going to work, is it? Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, so third time's the charm. How you make a grasper? Well, first thing you need to do is put a block here. Take a chest and put it on top of a water source block like so. Then knock out the dirt block and place in 4 sheared tall grass. Okay, now apparently you can't use either the mutanus and you can't use the mutanus extremis either. You have to use a mutating sprig, and I actually have a couple of the end twigs I need to make that, so that shouldn't be too hard to make. I got 7. That's tons. If I do need 8 extremis, so I have to make more if I need more. I think I'm going to need more. So make it into a mutating sprig. Now, I've used this in the past mostly to make clay out of dirt, but it does have a small set of very specific uses. So I guess this is one of them. So you just right-click with the sprig on the chest, and the chest should be consumed. Oh, it makes 4 graspers. Neat. Okay, cool. Now I'm assuming these have to be sheared. So I'm just going to do that. And what is a grasper, you ask? Okay, so I'm going to right-click on it with a dirt block. Look at that. The graspers hold onto objects. And you right-click again, and it drops. So I now have 4 graspers. Okay, so now it gets even a little stranger. So this configuration is not going to work for me. Here's what I have to do next. Okay, so 4 water source blocks, like so. Now I need those 4 Spanish moss. You put them next to the source blocks, like this. Now I need those 4 graspers on the corners. Okay, now I need a couple of things. One, I need some sugar cane, which I have. I'm also going to need ender pearls, which I have a stupendous amount of them. I only need 4 of them. I just got to figure out what to do with those ender pearls. I never had that many in my entire life. So you give the ender pearls to the graspers. Now comes the weird part. I need to make 16 blocks high. 3. Okay, so ender pearls, Spanish moss, water source blocks, and 16 vertically stacked sugarcane. I think it goes up to 16. I think I should have used 16, but I think you might as well, considering how much this is probably going to consume. So hit it with a mutating sprig. Whoa. That is a lot of ender bramble. Okay, so what is ender bramble? Basically, what happens is anything that walks into it is instantly teleported up to 500 blocks in a random direction. So this is actually a really cool sort of anti-griefing aid or a personal defense. So I'm curious what happens if I do this. I'm hoping it collapses. Oh, okay, so that doesn't work. Okay. Okay, so I consumed the Spanish moss and I consumed the ender pearls. Oh, here we go. Okay, so I need an axe. Do I have a vanilla axe on me? I don't think I do. So hopefully, did I leave my? I have way too many tools. I think I left my lumber axe in the energetic infuser. I did not. Oh, no, I left it in there. Ugh. Full disclosure, I actually have glasses, so my eyesight is, questionable to begin with. So, see what happens when I hit this with the lumber axe. Nothing. Okay, it needs a vanilla axe. I could do like sapphire or something, but might as well, play it safe. I'm curious if it'll collapse if I hit the bottom one. So let's see. Yep, it's breaking slowly, but it's breaking. Okay, cool. So that was interesting. I had no idea that I can make there was sort of herbology rituals to use. So very cool. Okay, now there is a sort of an upgraded version of the Void Bramble, of the Ender Realm, which is called Void Bramble. However, my understanding is this thing, the recipe for this is prohibitively expensive. It takes like 2 Nether stars in order to make this recipe, so it's pretty much a creative mode only thing. I guess it could be done in a very, very late end game, but it's mostly creative only. And what it does is it prevents magic from being done in an area. So if you wanted to make an area immune to circle magic, this would be how you do it. So I'm going to skip that. Water artichoke, I've done that. Grasper is pretty cool. The critter snare, I'm kind of curious about this, but it says mutates plant from an alder saplings, a web, and a zombie. How the heck am I going to mutate a zombie? No, so just scared people falling up. Yeah, she said to call back when we'll find out more about your job. Okay, so I just realized that for the last 10 minutes or so, my headset's been unplugged. So I hope that I can salvage some of that. I think I'm gonna save the first couple minutes because there's no way I'm gonna go back and do that thing again with the zombie. So here's what happened. I'm gonna narrate because I'm pretty sure you saw it. I got a water source block here. I got a cobweb, which is, if you didn't know, is made with it's just a vanilla recipe, but never actually made it myself before. Cobweb, 4-string, and a slime ball. To make that. Put a block here to get in first. Find a zombie, have him chase after you. Get him into the middle of this. Have 4 alder around it. Hit it with the mutating sprig, and it turns into 4 critter snares. I think you need snares to work on. What are critter snares? They're basically what they sound like. They're kind of like the traps in in Don't Starve that you use to catch rabbits. Except they can also be used for silverfish, slimes, and bats. So I don't know how useful they're going to be honest, because I'm assuming that the chunk has to be loaded in order for them to function. So maybe they might be useful around here, but there's not a hell of a lot to use them for. I guess I could possibly use them up on the slime island to catch blue slime, but I don't think I actually need blue slime that badly. So, in any case, it was kind of cool to make them. I'm definitely learning a lot more about the different things you can make using herbology. And check out, it's been a little while, so check out over here. I've got ember moss and glintweed growing. So I think these things grow pretty far away, because I think I planted these 2 here, and they grew up. Ow, crap! I just stepped in something that set me on fire. Not smart. Okay, so they seem to be growing fairly all over the place. So I don't know how I'm going to actually farm them. I may maybe make little paddocks like this out of dirt for them, but we'll see. Okay, I'm running kind of low on time, so I think I think I still just have time to do this redstone soup. So let's see here. So we've got Willow Bat, Drop, Mandrake, Tongue, Redstone, and Belladonna. Okay, let's do this. Now, ideally, I'd be doing this wearing the impregnated leather robes from Witchery, but that's a thing I need to work on once I get a little more leather in our stock, which I don't have very much right now. So, all you gotta do is be within 16 blocks of the altar and add the ingredients. So, one at a time. Okay, color changing, so it is active. Good sign. And last ingredient. Cool. Now I'm pretty sure you need a bottle for that. Let me just grab. I may not need it, but I might need it actually. Let me see here. So right click. Redstone soup. Nice. Okay. So I think I need to just take a pickaxe to this. Okay, filled chalice plus redstone soup equals filled chalice. Okay, moment of truth. Let's see if we get it. Excellent. Wow, that's higher than I thought it was going to be. That's almost 4,000. It's almost fully upgraded. We got it. Okay, so I'm definitely out of time for this episode, but we have now an over 3,000 powered altar. Maybe we can upgrade the witch's oven. I'm very pleased with that. Took a lot longer than I thought, but we took a side tour through the magical world of Witchery Herbology. So pretty cool. Oh, and before I let you go, one thing I want to show you. I'm going to do this off camera, but I was finally able to find this wand focus equal trade. I want to show this on camera. Very, very happy about that. So now I'll be able to go downstairs and pretty up all of the basement areas. So I'm going to do that off camera. In any case, this has been FTB for FTB Horizons, and have a magical day.